This is a singer named Sherry Ann from Holland. Found this recording when I was looking for an apropos title for my broadcast today. It's called Read My Book. Very good. Very, very poppy. Apparently she's a huge hit in Holland and she's just making her way over here. So 31 years old, very, very interesting voice. So, here she is. Jerry likes it. Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel, Hockey Books and Storytellers. Still got that throat thing going on. It's just annoying. So bear with me. This week I am doing my top 10 movies that are adapted from books. So if you've ever read a book well before and you've read a book and then you find out the movie's coming out, I always get so excited because I want to see what they did with it. A lot of times it's a disappointment. I'm a big Clive Cussler fan, and he wrote one of my favorite books of all time called Raise the Titanic. And then they did the movie and so horrible. I mean, had a good cast. Jason Robards was in it, I remember. But man, it was dumb. Oh, they just changed everything and it was nothing like the book. And yeah, I wish they could have done so much better. But anyway, so that obviously doesn't make the top 10. So we'll get right to it. First on the list is Gorky Park. This came out, the movie came out, I think 1983. The book was about 1980, somewhere on that. And I read the book and I loved it. And I thought, when the movie came out, I thought, oh, great, this is going to be good. And then the movie came out. William Hurt and Lee Marvin, I thought they were perfectly cast. The movie was just as good as the book, basically 50-50, they were equal. They changed a few things, but not enough to ruin it. And the one thing that always got me about it is William Hurt plays this Russian police detective, and he speaks with an English accent. So, that never ever made any sense to me. William Hurt is a world-class actor. I'm sure he could have perfected a Russian accent given enough time, but maybe he didn't have enough time. I don't know. But anyway, he's a Russian speaking with an English accent. So I thought it was pretty funny. Anyway, yeah, good book, good movie. Next is Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Now, I was given this book as a gift from my best friend that I've never met, Dr. Christina. If you're watching, she gave me this book, and she's a huge Harry Potter fan, so she wanted to get me into it. So I read the first one. It was good, but it's for teenagers, young adult book. Still good. And the movie was I loved the movie. The movie was awesome. Special effects were just out of this world, and the acting, the child actors were great and everything. So Harry Potter is number 9. Number 8, The Firm. John Grisham is an excellent writer. I've read a lot of his books. There will be another John Grisham book on the list. Now this one, the movie is actually better than the book, I thought. The book had a couple of, I don't know, not plot holes, but just you just kind of stuff didn't quite make sense. But the characters were all great and everything. And the movie, Tom Cruise is excellent. I don't know about you, but I just find him to be an excellent actor. I see all his movies. and Jean Triplehorn's really good as his wife. Hal Holbrook is in it, and stellar cast, and just the movie's long. It's about 2.5 hours long, but it moves at a frenetic pace, and it just once you get into the plot, it just goes, and then you just get riveted. So, yeah, I love both the book and the movie. So that's 10, 9, 8. Number 7, The Bourne Identity. This is the first spy novel that I ever read. Robert Ludlum. Uh, really, really good. I really enjoyed this book, and uh, made me think, about the bad stuff that's going on in the world. And then when I heard the movie was coming out, I thought uh, Matt Damon was the wrong guy. I really was disappointed when I heard that Matt Damon was going to be Jason Bourne, but to his credit, he pulled it off. It was really, really good. I really enjoyed this movie. Uh, Again, a lot of action, a lot of chase scenes, not a lot of meaningful dialogue, but you get what they're trying to put across, and it's yeah. So excellent, both book and movie. Next one is The Shining, Stephen King book. Got to put a Stephen King book in there. Now, I didn't have like The Shawshank Redemption or Stand by Me, because those weren't books. They were novellas that came out of the same book. So anything that came from a short story or a novella, I kept out of the list. Had to be a full book on its own merit. So, The Shining, the book was great, and the movie is awesome. I mean, just the tension that Stanley Kubrick brings to the screen. I mean, right from the get go when he's driving the Volkswagen up the up the roads, you think, what's happening? And then, so yeah, just the sheer amount of tension in the movie is what makes it. And then, but why this book movie combo is not higher on the list is because the movie is completely different from the book. I mean, the premise is the same, but they changed so much. Like every it was like the whole script got changed, and the book is, you got to read the book and see the movie. There's a mini series too, which sticks closer to the book, and it's excellent. I really enjoyed that, but it's not a movie. It's a mini series, so that didn't make the list. So The Shining, yeah, everybody knows The Shining. It just it's so good. Um, Next, Eye of the Needle, Ken Follett. After The Bourne Identity, I read this one next, believe it or not. And Eye of the Needle was so, so good. It's about a German spy who's embedded in England, and he finds out a secret of the Allies that will change the course of the war towards the end. And he has to get the message through to Germany, and it's about how he gets foiled in that by a housewife. But the movie, Donald Sutherland and Kate Nelligan, they just made this movie. They're perfect. Uh, yeah, Donald Sutherland plays the German spy, and he pretends to be an Englishman, and through by hook and crook, through twist of fate, he ends up on an island where Kate Nelligan and her husband are raising sheep, and how Kate Nelligan tries to, she finds out what his plans are, and then she, you know, has to try to foil his plans. I won't spoil it for you, but the book, yeah, read the book, then see the movie. The next John Grisham one, again, A Time to Kill. Now the book is really good, uh, but the movie again is actually better. And John Grisham is an excellent writer. So, probably the only two times that I've thought the movie was better than the book, but the book is still excellent. But Samuel Jackson, uh, Matthew McConaughey, and Sandra Bullock and Oliver Platt in this, as well as a stellar backing cast. Kurtwood Smith has a part. Um, who am I thinking of? Ashley Judd is in it. And I'll pull the movie up here. And yeah, so anyway, the book again is just kind of plods along and is good, but the movie just grabs you right away, and right from the get-go, it's like horrifying the first 10 minutes. Like if you can get past that first 10 minutes, because it is harsh. It is one of the worst openings ever. I mean, he just is so terrible. You just want to walk out. But you stick it out and it just becomes a great courtroom drama, and Matthew McConaughey just absolutely nails the part, as well as the rest of the cast too. So, number 3, Contact. Now, I read this book well before the movie came out. I didn't know the movie was coming out, and Carl Sagan, I thought, I don't know, he's not really a writer. He's an astrophysicist kind of guy. And I thought, well, I'll give it a shot. I'm not really a sci-fi guy, but man, what a great book. It just is so spot on about what you would think that alien life would be like. And if you look at all the sci-fi stuff around, this movie is like Star Wars and Star Trek and all the other sci-fi franchises around. This book and movie just sets itself apart, just because the premise of it is so interesting, and how the movie, Jodie Foster and Matthew McConaughey again are are spot on. It's just really good in their parts, and James Woods is in it, and some other actors that you'll recognize. Now, contact with another alien species, it's scary, and you don't know what's going on. Like you don't, like, what the heck is happening. And then it's there are just so many aha moments in this movie that it just so great. It's so good. I watch it again and again. One of my favorites. Now, the number 2 on the list, and I can't believe I'm doing this, but The Exorcist. Now, I'll tell you, I read this book in high school. I was 14, I think, when I picked it up and read it, and it didn't bother me. It didn't scare me. Didn't, the story was fine. The demonic child possessed, priest comes in, does the exorcism, and has that surprise ending. But the movie, even seeing this movie poster freaks me out. The movie scared the bejesus out of me. I was so messed up. I was 15 when I saw the movie, and it was a school night. Friend and I went to see it, and it just scared me so bad. Like when I watched it, I thought I was okay. Like I got out of the theater and I thought I was okay, but when I got home and it was dark, and there's and I was in my room by myself. My radio was playing, and every song reminded me of the movies. Like, I've got something inside me. It's just like all these songs came on, and then I just kept seeing her face. And as soon as I closed my eyes, I didn't get any sleep that night. And I literally, this is no word of a lie. This is not hyperbole. I had trouble sleeping for a year after I saw this movie. It just messed me up so bad. And then I could never ever watch it again. I still to this day I can't. And Brooklyn watched it and he said it wasn't even scary. We were laughing the whole time. Oh my god! I was like, no, I can't do it. Can't watch it. And I could read the book, but not the movie. The movies just did me in. So anyway, number 1 on the list, and you'll probably guess this because it's on the posters behind me, but The Godfather. Now, now the let me switch it over to the movie here. Now the movie, you everybody's seen the Godfather movie, and it is awesome. Like Francis Ford Coppola, is genius the way he did the movie, and the cast is just, there's probably never been a better cast ever for a movie. I mean, Al Pacino and Marlon Brando, James Caan, Robert Duvall, it just goes on and on. Talia Shire. Sorry, I went blank there for a second. Uh, Everybody's so good. And the people who played the mobsters were were spot on. Yeah, you can't get a better movie than this. I watch it. It's one of those movies where you're flipping through the channels and it comes on. You have to watch to the end. It's just so well done. But the book, now, they changed quite a bit from the book to the movie. Maybe a lot of people don't know that, but it goes into way more detail about, you know, um, Sonny's relationship with Lucy, and how what happens with um, Al Pacino's character when he goes to Sicily, and how the Godfather, the Don, operates and everything. So everything is way more in detail, and there's details that were left out, about how they got revenge for, you know, oh, God, Al Pacino's character. I'm sorry, drawing a blank. Um, but his wife gets murdered, and so how they get revenge for that is in the book, and many details about Sonny. you know, you know, I won't go into it, but yeah, he's got he's got some big parts. So, and yeah, just a great book, and the movie is awesome, classic, can't get any better, really, but the book is better. The book is even better. So I strongly encourage you to read the book. If you haven't, do so. Now, get rid of that. Well, book review day coming on Monday. I've got another big surprise for you. Not I don't want to give too much away, but it's going to be really good. I'm going to review a couple of books again, but we're going to do something special. So I'm going to take care of that pretty quick today, and we'll see you on Monday, because there's you'll like it. Trust me. So happy Thursday, everybody. Have a great weekend. We will see you Monday morning. Please like and subscribe if you can. Please share this. We haven't gotten any new subscribers in a while, so please, if you're talking to people, tell them about the channel. We'd like to get to 100 subscribers before the podcast's going to start in earnest in about a month. So, we're getting close to D-Day. So yeah, if you could help me out that way, that would be awesome. But please like and subscribe, and donate if you can. Patreon.com/, hockey books and storytellers. So thank you very much, and we will see you on Monday. Check out Sherry Ann if she's on Spotify. So see you, everybody.